Okay, guys, we're back here at the Mustang. Sadly, the other weekend we were not successful at getting the front brakes done. Never could get the drum off on the passenger side. It just was not coming off. Did get the drum off on the driver's side, but could not get the brake lines loose to replace the wheel cylinder. So we're back at it again today to do that. I've got, let's see if I can get her back there. Maybe see Erica up there trying to get the brake lines loose on that side, and I'm going to go back on the passenger side and see if we can apply some heat. Maybe I've got some additional tools to work with, and well, we'll just see how this goes.
All right.
Okay, so we finally have success. Got the drum off over here on the sorry about that, passenger side. It was not easy. The shoes were pretty much stuck to the drum, and when I pulled the drum, see if I can get the more light in there, I pulled them off, but the rear bearings and seal came out of the drum. So got a lot of cleaning up to do over here, but yes, we finally have this thing off. After a lot of cussing, I should say, too. So anyway, we'll get it cleaned up and then hopefully put back together. I'm happy to report Erica's got the other side almost completed with new brake lines and wheel cylinders there. So we're going to keep on going. Okay, so now we have 4 moving wheels on the car. We didn't get everything done. We didn't get all the brake lines changed out. We did get new cylinder put on. We got the brake lines and all that done on the driver's side front, but you can see we've got hoses here, so we'll have to tackle that next weekend. But we made some major progress by getting this one out and off and reinstalled. So yay, one more step forward. But we're done. We're going to clean up and go have an adult beverage, I think. So until next time, bye. Well, guys, appreciate you watching the video. Sorry for such a short one for this week. Really didn't want to shoot the whole effort of me trying to get that brake drum off on the passenger side front. It was not an easy task. I had to put a torch on it. I had to spray a bunch of brake cleaner and penetrating oil up inside the drum area, and do a lot of prying and whatnot, and hitting it with a hammer to finally get that brake drum to break loose from those shoes that were in there. The adjuster in there was completely frozen up, so I tried to back it out to allow the shoes to come in, not put pressure out on the drum, and it just was not working. Nothing I did would get that thing to move. So, but I was finally able to do it. And I said I used heat, so I hit the torch on the drum to heat it up to cause the drum to expand a little bit. Pry on it enough to get the little nozzles on the penetrating oil and the brake cleaner to get up in there. And finally was able to, combination of pry and wiggling of the drum, get it to finally pop loose. And it took at least 2 hours of effort to get that out. So I didn't want to shoot all that. It was a bunch of cussing, a bunch of other things going on, but it took a lot of effort. And a big thanks to Erica for coming and helping me out. She's a great niece, and she loves these old cars as much as I do, but she was able to get the cylinder done on both sides. She did the passenger side while I was cleaning all the junk that was in there from where I pulled that drum off. But she was a big help. Would not have gotten nearly as far with it. So next week, hopefully, we can get in there, finish doing the brake lines up while crawling underneath and trying to get that drum. I did notice the transmission is leaking, so I need to figure out where the transmission is leaking from. It's not a super big leak over the 2-week period that I had since the last time I was out there. It only leaked out maybe a quarter of a quart, so it's not super big, not great, but not super big. But we need to figure that one out too before we get too far into this. So with that, again, thanks guys, we appreciate you watching. Don't forget about our GoFundMe page, which I'll provide a link in the description. I've been running up numbers on what I need to do just to get this thing safe to drive, and it's not going to be cheap. We're going to need to rebuild the whole front end, and that's a $600-700 kit. Hopefully the transmission leak isn't anything major. If it is, that could be even more money. The wiring harness is another $600-700. So it's all pretty much original wiring in the car. We need to replace that. To do the brake conversion, so we put disc brakes on the front. That's another $500 or $600 there. Anyway, a lot of money going in. So anything you can do to help would be greatly appreciated. So with that, guys, we'll see you in the next video.